Hey traders, Akil here, and welcome back to another episode of the Trading Coach Podcast. If this is your first time joining me, thank you. I'm not sure how you stumbled across this podcast, but I'm glad you did. My name is Akil Stokes. As mentioned before, I'm a professional trader. I am also a head trading coach over at tier1trading.com. And well, this is a podcast that I release each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sharing with you my journey as a successful trader and trading coach, and also giving you some hints that will hopefully push you further along that path of becoming consistently profitable yourself. Today, we're going to talk about fundamental news events and the difference between how experienced and newer traders handle them. So it should be a jam-packed episode, and I hope you enjoy it. So today is what I like to call Fed Day, and basically it's a day where we have a handful of economic news coming out from the Fed on the US dollar. So, for example, today at 2 p.m., we had our FOMC economic projections, our FOMC statement, the federal fund rate, where basically the interest rate hike that happened, and an FOMC press conference. And typically days like this, they are considered, at least this one in particular, they are considered high impact news event days because we know that the market is going to move. Now, sometimes we know that there's absolutely nothing going on, but at this particular time, we happen to be in a rate hiking cycle. So for the US, this particular date in June was a date where there was about a 99.9% chance that we were going to hike our interest rate. And more so because that's been priced into the market for a while now. More so, the market was looking to see if we were going to be or continue to be in this rate hiking cycle, if we were going to be more aggressive. And it did turn out that we are going to be more aggressive and go for 4 hikes this year instead of 3. And we saw some movement in the market. And I bring this up, or I give you that information just to kind of paint the picture that this is an important fundamental event, one where I will tell traders, don't try to trade it. It is like gambling. Just stay away, wait for the dust to settle, and then come back and redo your analysis after the new stories in the market have been printed. And today, I purposely was away from my charts during this event, right? We know exactly when it comes out. I have the freedom to kind of schedule my own day, and I purposely scheduled to get away. Why? Because, well, it's summer trading, and in the summer, you're going to be tempted to maybe do stuff, mainly because the markets are a little bit slower, and I just didn't want to, I highly doubt I would ever get tempted to do something I'm not supposed to, just with my trading experience. But why even put yourself in that position? Why just sit there and watch the charts for no reason? I got other stuff I'd rather do. And that's part of being disciplined in your trading. And I got a pretty cool message from one of our traders a few hours later on the chat, right? I'd come back into the office around probably about 3 o'clock, had a nice little workout. Wasn't the best workout in the world, but I did what I was supposed to do. Just didn't feel great doing it. But I came back and I started reading up on what happened. So I read about the interest rate hike, read about what Powell said in the FOMC press conference, and started to read a little bit about tomorrow's ECB press conference as well, which is going to be another high volatility news event. We're getting them back to back this week. And at the same time, I'm chatting with a few traders on the chat. We have a few traders that are sharing trading ideas. And for you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new, I am a trading coach over at tier1trading.com. It's the educational company that we have where we work with traders. We create a sense of community where traders can interact with like-minded individuals, and we help traders on the path to becoming independent, consistently profitable traders. And we have this whole community network set up where we can share ideas, we can talk, we can help each other out and whatnot. So I try to hang out on there as much as I can, just in case traders have any questions, and just to show our traders that, hey, I'm approachable. I'm one of the guys. You shouldn't be scared to have small talk with me. Be scared to shoot me questions or ideas. And a trader on there, Chris, and Chris has become kind of if he's listening to this, is probably going to go straight to his head. He's become kind of a rock star lately here at Tier 1 Trading for 2 reasons. One, he's been very active on the chat, and he's purposely done that to hold himself accountable. one of the reasons I got started in, or one of the ways I got started in education, without even doing it on purpose. It was just, I started being completely transparent with my trading, and I started just letting the world know how my trading day was, writing blog posts and sharing the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I wasn't doing it necessarily because I had an agenda to become popular. I didn't want to become viral or anything like that. I just wanted to hold myself accountable. And the simple act of me sharing kind of my thoughts, my feelings, doing that on a daily basis forced myself, I guess, to reflect on my trading day and really evaluate myself in an honest way each and every day. And Chris has taken the same approach. So he's sharing ideas, he's sharing how his day went, he's sharing wins, he's sharing losses, mainly to hold himself accountable, make sure he's doing the steps that he's supposed to do in order to take that next step in his trading. He's been trading for a few years now, but he's kind of been stuck, and he's finally found that one thing that will hopefully propel him to the next level. So he's been doing that to kind of keep himself accountable. But at the same time, it's been an awesome experience for our newer traders because they see someone who was in a very similar position to them, someone that was struggling for a long time. They're seeing someone finally start to put it together, and they're kind of seeing the attitude that it takes, and they're seeing the actions that it takes to be good. And I'm so proud. This is everything we imagined the community to be. I was like that in the beginning, but I've been trading for 10 years now. So a lot of newer traders that come in, they just see the successful me. They don't see the struggle. So it's cool to have other people do that. But Chris shot me a message because he was saying the first message was talking about just the retracements in the market. The market went all crazy during the event, and now everything's coming back to normal. And he says, I'm calling it a day. I'm going to let the dust settle. I'll do my review tomorrow. And then I told him, said, well, tomorrow I'll be ready for another rocky day. We have the ECB press conference as well. And everything I'm reading is supposed to be a quote unquote exciting press conference, which is good for gamblers, bad for traders. And he says, Akil, it certainly could be, but for the first time, I really felt that I am content in not being in a trade. I guess a part of that is having a better understanding of my rules. I thought he was going to say a part of that was having an awesome community and awesome coaches that are always in his ear about, Chris, you don't need to be in the trade. You should follow your plan and plan your trade and only do that. That's what I was hoping, but he didn't say that. But he says, for the first time, I really felt that I am content with not being in a trade. And I guess a part of that is having a better understanding of my rules / backtesting, and just knowing that I have nothing to trade. So a lot of the temptation is disappearing. That's the temptation to involve yourself in these high volatility events where prices spiking up 50, 100 pips at a time, and half the people on the internet are bragging about how much money they made because they got lucky and didn't even know the event was happening, but happened to be on the right side of it, and now they're making money, while the other half is completely quiet because they were in the opposite boat where they're going the other way, and now they're bleeding their account and they're trying to figure out how to stop it or how to get revenge. Right? He said there's no temptation to involve myself in that. Right? I have a better understanding of my rules, my back testing, and just knowing that I have nothing to trade makes that temptation disappear. For me, I'm glad this is a quiet week. It's like trading out of a drawdown. It's been good for the mentality, and this is a test for this trader. This is a trying time. This trader trades a lot. He trades a lot of different techniques, a lot of different strategies, so he's always having action in the market. And I believe he did an accountability session with us a few weeks ago. I believe in his accountability session, he talked about one of his flaws as a trader is that he wants the action. He feels the need to be involved. He's that type of person in life. He's not the type of person where, I believe he said his wife is the type of person where it's like, hey, we can just sit here on a beach and just do nothing for a week and just listen to the birds and watch the waves, where he's a guy where it's like, I want to do everything at once. And it's just, that's his personality. And then he takes that into his trading as well, where it's like, hey, if I'm going to be staring at these charts all day, Akil, I want to find something. I know there's always something out there. I got to take it. Right. And being how it's summer and how we've had somewhat of a slow week as far as normal trading goes, this has been a major test for this trader. This is one of the major obstacles that most likely in the past caused him to blow his account. And now he gets another chance, the new mature, the new experienced Chris gets a chance to kind of see how he deals with this. And we always say that good trading is boring. And people ask, why is that? Why is good trading boring? And it's for the reasons I just mentioned. One, there's no kind of guesswork in what we're doing. We don't kind of look at the chart and be like, I wonder what I'm going to take today, right? We have a strict rule set, right? Rules-based trading, a strict rule set of what we're taking and when we're taking it. So when we come into a chart, right, there could be a million things out there, but if there's not one of those things that meets your rules for engagement, you can't trade it. You can see this, you can see that, you can know this is supposed to be bullish, you can know this is a sign that a bear move is coming, but guess what? If it's not in your trading plan, physically written down in your trading plan, you can't take it. So we come in with this sense of calmness each and every day because we're very comfortable. We know what we take. Right? Think about a basketball player that knows their range, right? You're a Shaquille O'Neal, right? You know that as soon as you get outside the paint, you should probably not be shooting the ball. You're not supposed to be taking those shots, right? So every time you receive the ball outside the paint, that temptation to shoot shouldn't even be there. It's like, who can I pass it to? But when you get the ball in the paint, you know exactly what to do. That's your territory, and trading is the same way. So trading is boring because essentially what we're doing is we're just waiting. We're filtering out all the tricky opportunities that the market teases us with, because that's what the market does on a daily basis. It shows us these opportunities and tries to bait us into doing something wrong. And we just wait it out. And every once in a while, that perfect opportunity comes, the one that meets our rules for engagement, and we pounce on it. We take advantage of it. And the reality of trading is, the cycle of trading looks something like this. You have your hot weeks. We had a trader, George, had a 350 pip week last week. Hot week, incredible. So jealous of George. He could have gave some of those to me, right? But he had a hot week last week. And George has been with us for a while as well. He knows that it's not the norm. You see, rookie traders look at that and they say, oh, I got 350 pips last week. I can make that every week. And they start doing the calculations of how fast their account will build as they make 350 pips each and every week. Where professional traders know that, okay, I caught a hot streak. That's good. There's a drawdown coming. Meaning after every cycle up, there's going to be a little bit of a pullback. You're going to give some back to the market. And the biggest difference between rookie traders and experienced traders is that rookie traders, they give almost everything back, if not more. Their drawdowns are bad. It's because they have no rules for it. They're just blindly and recklessly and probably at this point overconfidently doing whatever they want. And they usually give back all of their earnings. You see the same thing at the casino, right? Professional traders, however, experienced traders, they're prepared for this mentally. They know it's coming. And their one rule is don't do anything stupid. And because of that, they could absorb this drawdown. Drawdowns are natural. They're going to come. They shouldn't take all of your account, but they're going to come. And a successful trader, an experienced trader, a professional trader is going to look that drawdown in the face and say, hey, drawdown, I understand that you're going to come. I understand that we're going to have this standoff. I understand that you're going to take some of my pips. I'm okay with that. I am willing to pay the toll of being a successful trader. That is the toll we must pay to pass to the next level of success. I'm willing to pay that toll. What I'm not going to do, however, is I'm not going to let you bait me. I'm not going to let you sell me a dream. I'm not going to let you gift wrap a piece of, keep this a clean podcast, poo, right? Hope Apple doesn't mind that. I'm not going to let you gift wrap this and make me believe it's something it's not and trick me into blowing my account. You're going to take a little bit back, 1%, 2%. I'm going to pass, and I'm going to survive. I'm going to manage to the next winning streak. And if you can do that, your equity curve should look like a very strong trend, meaning your extensions are bigger than your pullbacks. Your extensions are bigger than your pullbacks. And if you can manage that, it's not sexy, it's not exciting, but it's very, very profitable. As always, a few key takeaways from this episode. I hope you guys understand that trading is a grind. It isn't sexy like what many people will make it out to be. It's really 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of claw and pull yourself forward each and every day. The goal shouldn't be to make as much money as possible, rather limit the amount of money that you give back to the market. And trust me, if you can control your emotions, you can control your actions, and then you can control your future. Hey guys, before I let you go, I just want to say thank you for the support as always. We are doing a great job at changing the mindset of traders, and really that's all because of you guys. You guys are liking it, you're sharing each and every episode, and each and every week we are impacting more and more newer traders and shifting that mindset from trading being this get-rich-quick scheme where they can have boats and yachts and gold chains and all this fancy stuff in a matter of minutes to, yes, I can have all that stuff if that's what you're into, but it's going to take a massive amount of work. It's also going to take a massive amount of time. And I've always believed that if you can clearly see the path to success, right? If you have a clear roadmap of what it takes to be successful, it's going to be a lot easier to navigate it. And shifting the mindset is a major part of that. So I appreciate the support. Please keep it up. Also, in today's podcast, I know you heard me mention 2 names of some phenomenal traders that have come through our program. And I know many of you guys out there are kind of on the edge where you're not necessarily struggling with your trading, but you're also not necessarily seeing the success that you want. And typically when you're in that position, Mark Douglas calls it the boom or bust. There's one little thing stopping you from gaining that ultimate success. And, that's the same position that I know Chris was in as well. So here's what I recommend doing. Head over to www.tier1trading.com. We've got a 14-day membership trial for $1 where you can sign up. There's about 15 free training lessons. You get access to the London live room, the New York live room, a daily video, some pretty cool software that helps with pattern recognition and structure recognition, and you get a lot for $1. And I recommend spending some time there and trying to find out, hey, what is that thing that is holding me back? What is that thing that needs to be fixed in order for me to gain success? So check it out, $1 2-week trial, www.tier1trading.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the platform.